Good morning, students. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Yesterday, I tried to explain you that what does mean by active voice and what does mean by passive voice. When should we use active voice and when should we use passive voice? Yes, all this explanation was given to you by me yesterday on the YouTube channel. But today I am going to tell you how to convert active voice into passive voice. For the first time, we are going to see how to convert the sentences of simple present tense into passive voice. There are a few sentences here on the whiteboard, and you can see the structure of the sentence, especially the simple present tense in active voice. As you all know that what is the formula of active voice? What is the formula of simple present tense? That after subject we take the base or main verb into the first form, and the noun after the verb is called as object. Here in the first sentence, which is the subject? Many people. And which is the verb? Eat. Yes, look at this. This verb is in first form, and after that verb there is a noun, and what is that? Raw vegetables. So this noun is called as object in the grammatical language. Again, look at the third sentence. Which is the subject here? The subject is she. Look at the difference between the two subject actually here. What is here? She. It's a third person pronoun. So it is the rule of simple present tense that when the subject is singular third person pronoun, then there should be yes or es to the main verb into the simple present tense. So here, notice, look at this verb, notice what is it having at the last? It is having yes. Why? Because the subject is in singular form. But here many people, this subject is in plural form, therefore there is no yes, there is no yes at the end of the main verb. The same condition is here in the second sentence. Which is the subject? We. So look at the verb celebrate. Is there any yes or es suffix at the end? No. Why? Because this subject we is in plural form. Again in the next sentence, what is here? They. This is a pronoun. It is in plural form. Therefore try is not having any suffix that is yes or es. But actually in the last sentence, what is here? India. It's a singular noun. Therefore carry is having es. Therefore it is carry is written here. That means I just gave you a simple introduction to the tense, that is simple present tense. It means while speaking, while writing, you have to keep in mind that if the subject is in singular form, then you have to write, you have to give yes or es to the main verb. While speaking also, you have to keep in your mind that by using singular, subject, while using singular subject, you have to pronounce the yes, es at the last of the verb. For example, you cannot say that he go out. It's a totally wrong sentence according to the grammatical rules. You should say he goes out. Yes. So this is a basic thing which you should know. Now I will tell you that what is direct object and what is prepositional object. Look at the sentence number 3rd. Here in this sentence, after the main verb, what is there? A noun, something. It's a noun, and it is written exactly after the main verb. Therefore, it is called as the direct object. It is called as the direct object. But actually, at the last of the sentence, there is another noun. And what is that noun? The hall. It is also the noun. This one is also the noun. So what is the difference between these two nouns? So look at the position of the noun. Here the hall is written after the word that is in. And what is in? It's a preposition. So those nouns which are written after the prepositions are called as prepositional object. They are called as prepositional objects. Yes, this is direct object. In the same way, in the following sentence, the result, this noun is written after for. So this one is prepositional object. In the same way, sorry, another sentence is not having any prepositional object, it is having only one direct object. But only in the case of these two sentences, there are prepositional objects at last of the sentence. So you should know how to differentiate between direct object, again indirect object, and prepositional object. Okay, let it be. This is the part of only construction. But now we are going to focus how to convert active voice into passive voice, but of simple present tense. So I have written here a formula. If you are having the formula, then there is no need to read the rules and regulation of converting active voice into passive voice. So look at the formula. What is here? I have placed the object of active voice into the subject of passive voice. That means it is written, it should be written at the beginning of the sentence. It means that the object of passive voice, active voice becomes the subject of passive voice. You should keep this in mind always. Then in simple present tense, the main verb is obviously in first form. It is in first form. So if the verb is in first form, is in present tense, so after the new subject, this is called as the new subject of passive voice. Here in after the actually new subject, there should be to be's forms, and we know the to be's form of present tense, they are am, is, are. And then in passive voice, the main verb always remains in third form. It should be written in third form always. In passive voice, the main verb is written in third form. Then by is taken, and at last the subject of active voice becomes the object of passive voice. That means it should be written at the last. So look at the first sentence. Which is the object here in this first sentence? Obviously raw vegetables. Raw vegetables. Then which is the verb? Eat. I told you that this one is in present tense. It is the first form. Therefore, after this new subject, what do we need here? We need to be forms, especially present to be forms. And what are they? Am, is, are. So as per the new subject, it's in plural form. Therefore, we should take here are. Raw vegetables are. Then what is written here in the formula? That the main verb should be in the third form. Should be written in third form. Then what is the third form? Obviously, it is eaten. And then as per the rule, we have to write the subject of active voice at the last of passive voice. But before that, there should be a preposition, that is by, and then the subject. Which is the subject? Many people. But also keep one thing in your mind, that if the subject is a pronoun, for example in the following sentence, what is the subject? It's a pronoun. If it is a pronoun, then while converting it into the object of passive voice, we should write the objective case of that pronoun. Yes, we will see this in the following sentence. So here is the answer of the first sentence. Now in the following sentence, which is the object? Many festivals. This one is the object, and we have converted that object into the subject of passive voice. Again here the same condition is here, because the subject of this new sentence is in plural form. So what should we take here? Again are. And then third form of the main verb, that is celebrated, ed is given at the last of this verb. Then as per the rule, what should be taken or written here? By. And then which is the subject now? We. It's a pronoun, and if it is a pronoun, then we have to write the objective case of that pronoun. And what is the objective case of we? Us. Here in the second sentence, in the third sentence, which one is the object? Something. Then we should make it as the subject of passive voice. Something. But look at this. Now keep this in mind, that if there is any prepositional object in the active voice, after the direct object. If there is any prepositional object, then you should not take that prepositional object with the direct object. Let it be there. Let it be there. Only take the direct object here in the passive voice. Then which is the direct object? Something. Then which one is the main verb? Notices. So what should we take here? Is, because this is in singular form. Then after the to be's form, what should we take here as per the formula? Third form of the main verb. And what is the third form? Noticed. And then after the verb is written, then should we take their prepositional object. And what is the prepositional object? In the on. Yes. And what has remained now? Subject should be converted into the object, but before that by. And if it is a pronoun, then we should take the objective case of that. And what is the objective case of? She. Yes, her. Again here in the fourth sentence, which one is the direct object? Method. Sorry, another method. Another method. Then let the prepositional object be there. Don't take it here with the direct object. Then which is the main verb? Try. Then what should we take here? Is. And then third form of the main verb, that is tried. And then take the prepositional object. Which one is the prepositional object? For the result. And now the subject into object. But before that, what should we take? By. And the objective case of they, that is them. Yes. And in the last sentence, what should we do? It's a very easy sentence actually, because here in this sentence there is no prepositional object, only direct object is given, that is a historical baggage. Then what should we take here? A historical baggage, as it is the singular noun, therefore is should be taken, is should be written there. And then third form of the main verb, that is carried. And what has remained? Subject should be converted into object, but before that by. But look at what is written here. India, it's a noun, so noun should be written as it is here at the last of the sentence. So here is the list of some active voice which are converted into passive voice. So these are the sentences of simple present tense, but you can easily learn next tense, simple past one. For example, if you want to learn how to convert sentences of simple past tense into passive voice, then it is very easy. What is the formula of active voice, especially of simple past tense? We take second form of the main verb. We take second form of the main verb. Yes. And if the main verb is in second form, then in passive voice, only in place of am is are, we should use their was or were. Otherwise, all the rules, all the regulations are same there. So, in case, for example, I am going to erase this verb eat and going to write another verb, that is ate. Ate is the second form of eat. So, what changes will take place here in the passive voice? What changes will take place here? Only in place of are, we will take here was or were. So, according to the, as per the new subject, as it is in plural form, we should take here were. Yes. That means you can solve such types of sentences, finding such types of sentences by your own mind. There is no need to keep the grammar book aside and to read the rules and regulations. So active passive is a very easy topic. So in the same way, in my next video I will tell you each and every tense converting from active voice to passive voice. For this video I am going to stop here, but in the next video I will surely tell you more about the grammar and grammatical parts.